Hey everyone, my name is Jay. My pronouns are they, them. I'm the founder and creator of Queering the Path here in San Diego, California. We are on Kumeyaay territory and other tribes. Queering the Path was created for QTBIPOCS folks in mind, as a place where you could just come as you are, enjoy connecting with friends, enjoy the outdoors, and if you're new to the outdoors, it doesn't matter. I think that what keeps queer and trans folks, what prevents them from going outdoors and kind of venturing out is the concern for safety, really. You know, you could have this amazing trip planned out, but there's something in the back of your head that you're worried about your safety. You're worried if it's going to be a safe place, who you're going to run into. And I think that's what's so amazing about groups, is that you have this added layer of protection in numbers and just having your community alongside you. So I grew up in a desert where water was very hard to find, and that was the beginning of my journey with nature. I grew up looking at stars and spending a lot of time on my grandparents' ranch, just riding my bike. I would kind of just daydream about what it would be like to leave the valley, the desert that I grew up in, and kind of venture out and see what kayaking was like, see what rock climbing was like. I always saw, white folks doing that. I always saw folks who had more accessibility, folks who were a little richer than I was growing up. So it was just a dream for me to get into these type of events and these type of things. I didn't get into nature as much until I got older, and I was able to make it accessible for myself. So accessibility was very difficult to find, but the beginning of that was just camping trips, just mountain biking with friends, and just having a good time. And I was nervous at first because I was so new to mountain biking, and I was afraid to fall, and I was new to hiking. I was always slipping all the time, so I made sure to get the right shoes, but even that was hard. Accessibility is at the heart of everything we do at Queering the Path. Whether it's through scholarships and we're getting ready to go on a kayaking trip or a camping trip, we want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to come. So Queering the Path does a lot of behind the scenes work with fundraising. We also want to make sure that we're accessible to our ASL folks. And so we'll have ASL translators actually come on the hikes with us. We want to make sure that all of our folks in the QTBIPOC community here in San Diego can connect with one another. What I really grabbed my heart in nature was the community that I found. In nature, I was able to find friends that loved me for who I was, didn't ask anything of me other than to come as I was and to hold space for others, and allowed me to also take up space. I didn't know what that was like until I finally ventured out and went on a backpacking trip for the first time. But I think the biggest thing for me is being new to nature should never hold you back. You should definitely be encouraged to do different things and to really just go for it, because you'll never know what it's like unless you just take that jump and sign up for that trip or sign up for that class that maybe you want to learn more about. And that's how it starts, and after that it just opens up an entire world for you, and these new friends come into your life, and it's amazing. The work that we do is always centered around just connection to the land, really learning new skills, as well as just enjoying yourselves, whether it's kayaking, hiking, or mountain biking, or even just camping. It's all about enjoying community, being with other queer, trans, BIPOC folks, and just having a great time. Being in nature and being in the outdoors is just the most healing thing you can do for yourself. It's great for your mental health and for physical health as well. For queer trans folks especially, being in this world adds so many different layers to the way that we experience it. The more time that I spend learning about fungi and learning about plants, the more I see that we are queer. The other resource that we offer is our journaling write-ups. Right now, with COVID going on, we're not able to connect in person, but we are able to journal and talk to folks about what they're feeling, as well as how are they connecting to the outdoors on their own time. So it's been a really great thing that we're able to do through Zoom, and we're also able to connect to folks that aren't in our areas that we hope to connect to in the future.